Good morning, America. Welcome to I'm Just Saying Live. We are here at the Edge Radio Network's studios at 415 West Gray Street. And as you can see, we have a beautiful, lovely guest here today who is going to ride in the seat with us. She has decided that she wants to be our co-host for today. Doesn't she look absolutely wonderful?
Oh, thank you.
All right, you are welcome. Tell everybody who we have here with us.
My name is Bridgette, and that's Bridgette. No
Get fancy with us then.
Yes, 2 T's, no E at the end, Bridgette Holden, and I am a publicist. I own She Bridges PR, where I'm working to bridge the gap between you and the media.
All righty, and Vanderbilt, tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
Oh, you know me, it's your boy, I Am Vanderbilt, and that's where you can find me on
All
social media.
right.
I Am Vanderbilt.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday morning, and we are going to jump right into our weekend recap. So I'm just going to kick the question because y'all know I have always done something over the weekend.
Always.
I never get the rest, you know.
Always.
Late nights, early mornings, that's my motto, okay? So, Bridgette,
Yes, ma'am.
what did you do for this weekend?
This weekend, I went grocery shopping.
Lord Jesus, I went yesterday, and there were so many people in
And
the
you
store.
know, that is a feat
Ugh.
within itself.
Especially if you're like me and shop try to go once a month. You know, got to get it all at the one time because I don't want to have to see y'all
We go
anymore.
Twice a month.
Twice a month, okay.
Yeah, which is
I go back and get little knickknacks, but baby, I like to fill it up. I sent Vanderbilt a picture, boy. It was filled to the rim yesterday,
Yeah, that
wasn't it?
was ridiculous.
All right, Vanderbilt, how was your weekend?
It was great. I actually went to 5 Central this weekend.
He out there hanging loose, y'all.
Yeah, I was trying to be grown this weekend.
Ooh, she
Yeah.
said, what's 5 Central? Ooh, we're going to have to get her out, Jesus.
Yeah, I got to get you out.
It is a phenomenal spot with lots of different pieces for every flavor. So whether you like the food side, whether you like the music side,
Yeah,
the
the cigar
cigars,
side,
there's a
yeah.
winery, all in the same place, baby.
Oh, wait. It has, I've been there.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
I've
Okay.
been there.
All
We're,
right.
we're glad to know
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
But let's be honest, this was when I went this year was my very first time going this year.
Really?
Yes, it was. So
I did that, and
Vanderbilt's
Yeah.
important enough to be getting calls during the show.
I'm gonna
For
sip my
real.
coffee.
Sip.
I did that. Did a birthday party, and other than that, I just spent some time at the house working on the brand. That's it.
Okay.
And the movie.
You did. You've been doing a lot of work. This man works really hard behind the scenes, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to give him a round of applause for that.
I thank you all.
So please definitely go and use his services, okay?
And mine too.
Look, what you say, and mine too? We're going to talk about yours later.
I'm trying to get in on mine.
She is definitely going to be our special guest later. I know that a lot of people really, really want the behind the scenes on the PR world, you know. And when I was introduced to her originally, they told me she was one of the best in the city. So we're going to have to find out if she can give us some tips, some tricks, some things
we
that
gonna
we
see.
need to
We
know.
gonna see.
I
So
take these stuff.
what'd you say? All of it, especially during
see.
COVID.
We're going to see.
Right now, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about this little weekend that I had. On Friday, was it Friday or Saturday? It was Saturday. You know, I jumped up, went down to Garden City. Slim Thug was out there giving away Checkers hamburgers, ladies and gentlemen, okay? He was giving back to a community that definitely helped raise him. And I feel like this is one of those things that's super important. You know, I got away from my family for a little bit, ran down there just so that I could get a clip to play for y'all. Y'all are going to have to go to the Edge Radio Network on Facebook to see the clip, okay, of Slim Thug talking about why it's important, okay, for him to serve the community that raised him. Okay, so it was really great. That part was great. I did also talk to the managers at Checkers because, you know, they don't have to donate to any of these causes. I get it. He has a big name, but they don't have to do any of this. So I also had that clip that I was going to play today, right?
What had happened?
I left the memory card at home. It's okay. I mess up sometimes too. It's okay. But I will definitely make sure that I post that later. I thought it was a really great story. I had a really good time. I saw tons of other people that I know
Was that the
were
video
out
that you
there.
sent me?
That you were supposed to upload to I'm Just Saying
I
Live on
did.
Facebook.
I did.
Oh, okay. Let's just make sure it got done. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Fire shot. Shots fired.
Next.
Shots
That was a headshot.
We
fired.
did.
Shots fired.
Okay, so we also did family photos with Jared Raphael, okay? J. Raphael. Y'all need to check this man out. He made us look phenomenal, even though it is really hard with twins to get everybody to smile at the same doggone time. Did you hear that? It is really, really hard to get the entire family smiling at the same time. Another thing that I really liked about the experience with him, he got straight to the point. And he knew some good places with great backdrops to go take the picture. I hate for a photographer to ask me several times, where you want to go, what you want to do, this, that, and that. I told you that I want to do some with a backdrop and I want to do some outside. Period. This is your area, where I came to take photos. Right. You know what's in your area. I do not. So I thought that was really phenomenal. His editing came out really great. So I was happy, overall. He returned my stuff very quickly. I also like that. Okay.
But the crazy part about it is, and I am a photographer, a lot of photographers don't get out in the city and go look to see, spots to shoot. So when 9 times out of 10, when they ask you that question, they honestly don't know, and that's the bad part.
And that's why I'm telling you, that's what I don't like. I like photographers to know. Now, if I have a specific thing that I want to do, I normally have said that prior to. Exactly. I want a waterfall. Right. Or I want whatever. Source your location. Right. I've had people come up to shoot me from Dallas or wherever, and they say, well, I looked in the area and there's an old bank building and this, that, and the other where you can look like you're at a, like the vault. Or something like that. Cool. I love that. Yeah. That makes it for a photographer. Mm-hmm. When somebody's paying you their money, they want you to use your expertise, not theirs. So thank you very much for our family photos. We will be replacing the one that's up on the mantle with one of your photos. So I can't wait for that. I can't wait to see it. My kids will be big instead of one. They were 1 year old.
I love that. I love that picture.
I know the picture's super cute, but it's got to go. It's time. Their hair's grown in. So also Belvedere. I haven't been to Belvedere during this entire pandemic. Okay. Went over to Belvedere. My friend had a section, nice large section. And you want to know what I like to say about this? It was not overly packed. You remember Belvedere used to be overly packed to where it was wall to wall. You couldn't do anything. They still had the man out on the patio cooking the tacos. So that was lovely. We got to eat, we got to drink, and we weren't pressed in tight on each other. And I got to be me for a night. So I was very happy about that. My friends were doing a little bit much. I'm sure you saw it on social media. But it's okay. I love them. I accept people for who they are. At all times, right? Yeah. That's what you got to do. All right, Vanderbilt, anything else from the weekend for you?
Nope, that's it.
Well, let's move.
Just the movie, that's it.
Let's move right into
Let's move
world
it. Let's get into
news.
it. Let's get into it.
So, if you had to say one thing that has set precedence across this entire year, what would be your one thing? Because there's actually two things. Two things. But what do you think is at the top of the charts for media, news, whatever else? What is the most talked about thing of 2020?
COVID-19.
COVID-19 continues to surge on. My family has definitely been affected now. We have a baby that is only 2 years old who tested positive for COVID. Yes, I hadn't had a chance to tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, I keep telling y'all, mask up, be safe. You just never know. Between the daycares and all of this, I keep saying I made the sacrifice to keep my children at home because they are all that I have, okay? I know that everybody cannot afford to do this. I get it. But please make sure that wherever they are safe. Send them with the proper utensils. Start teaching them how to pull this hand sanitizer out their backpacks. Because I seen a little girl, baby, she had her mask. Somebody was telling me she had her mask on at the skating rink and she had her hand sanitizer in her pocket trying to go to a birthday party. Okay?
But you have
to prepare them. It is a new way of life. That is what we have to deal with right now. I don't know how I can make it realer to you. If your baby comes home feeling any kind of way, and a lot of us wouldn't even know, because babies catch colds. You would think that your baby has a cold and you would just let them keep going. Take this serious, people. I can't say it enough. Look, he's like, yeah, two. Did you hear that? 2 years old. So I know that he's going to be fine because you know me, I'm optimistic. This is a new thing for me. It's only been about a year. but I'm very optimistic. I know he'll be fine. Next up on the list, let's talk about giving back. I want to do that. I'm just saying it's going to be giving back in a big way.
Big
we
way.
Definitely need your help, ladies and gentlemen. We need bike donations. We need food donations if you want to come out and be the food sponsor. Several of the area businesses in Third Ward, we need you as well, because we're going to be doing a scavenger hunt, and we would love to stop and highlight your business during the scavenger hunt. Okay, we are going to go on a 5 mile. I know that over at 5015 they normally do these big rides that are like 17 to 20 miles. If you are not one of those people who want to be on that long trek, this is the perfect time for you to get out there with your family, teach your kids how to ride in their social bubble. I cannot wait for this event. It's going to be super duper fun. All of the people from the Edge Radio, if you want to meet us, the different personalities that come on throughout the day, we're all going to be there. They're going to tell about their business. They're going to donate bikes, and we need kids who need bikes. So please, please, please support this event. We are on Eventbrite.
Yes,
thanks to Mr. Vanderbilt over there. We are on Eventbrite. You can go there and make your donation and find out details about the event. You can also call 214-289-0195 to get more details on how you can be a sponsor and the different packages that we're offering. So, Vanderbilt.
Yes.
You ready to ride a bike?
I'm ready. Let's do
ready,
it. I'm ready. I told you I got my kicks and everything. I'm ready to go.
Hey, we've got a little couple cheat systems for the team when we get over there, right?
Yeah. For real.
Okay. So also, next. Imagine a world where you walk around in your own sound bubble. I could not wait to talk to you guys about this. This is definitely world news. They have some new devices that allow you to just have the device with you. You don't even have to wear ear pods anymore. Can you imagine just walking around and like dun, 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 to your theme music all day? Dun, dun, dun. Oh,
is it an actual?
What is your? It is not a bubble. It is nothing. It is a bar. It's like a little scan bar. I don't know if you have to put it in your car, if you just have to keep it in your purse or somewhere like that. But no longer do you have to do that. And the music is only played in your ears where you can hear it. I said that you would have to have some kind of chip or something, right? To send it to your brain waves. That's gonna get real funky and real weird, because I don't know if I want that technology invading me like that, because at that point, then it becomes a situation. What movie was that Keanu Reeves was in where they were acting like he was a ex whatever? He was like a military guy and they had killed his family and stuff, and they were talking to him through his head. He was like, "Where are you?" And he was like, "We're in your head." I would not want that, ladies and gentlemen. So even though it's coming, and I know a lot of you are going to experiment with it.
Yeah. A lot of people will.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm in or out on that.
I'm out.
Everybody says out.
I'm out.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to go.
I mean, it's one thing to push, the boundaries of technology, but I think you can go too far. And I think that's
one of them. You done went too far. You get inside my head,
telling
me what to do. That music changes and flips over to something that's going to hypnotize me. I don't like being out of control that much. That part. Okay. Let's talk about Barack Obama releases his new memoir. He is using his tour. Let me say this. He is using his tour to do what? Talk about the social injustices, about how this election that just passed, like, it's supposed to be about the book.
But it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
He's out there. He's promoting the motion. He's saying what he couldn't say before. You're exactly right. Don't say it in the mic. This is I'm just saying. And everybody has a feeling and an opinion. If y'all think when he gets there that you're going to hear about the book, that's not what's happening. It's not what's going to happen, okay? He's telling y'all about what just happened with this rigmarole. He's talking about the turmoil that him being in office created. Ladies and gentlemen.
Speaking on it.
Come on, man. Come through. Barack, you can't clean it up. You should have went in there and ran amok just like he did. Just run amok. That's what he did. I knew that after we had an African-American president, we would probably never respect the White House like we did before. Everybody felt like it was this prestigious thing. I knew that they was going to try to take it downhill after an African-American president, but we're not going to harp on that too long. We also need to talk about this antibiotic study that came out.
Here we go.
We all got kids, ladies and gentlemen. We all have children, or somebody who does. There's now saying that children who took antibiotics before the age of 2 You know, and I always got to teach y'all something. I know y'all probably mad at me, but I got to let y'all know. Children who take antibiotics before the age of 2, which we know that's a lot of kids, are more likely to get illnesses such as eczema. I got a little list here. Eczema, hay fever, food allergies, all this kind of stuff. So they're doing this so that you have to go and buy all those other medicines. A baby should not really have to take medicines before the age of 2 is what they're saying. That also means that you need to be breastfeeding instead of feeding your kids the Similac and Enfamil. Okay? They need that natural enzyme to help them fight off colds and diseases.
That's why they were made.
Thank you.
Okay, I can't speak on
Move
that part,
forward.
but
I
I'm
know
just
you
saying.
can't.
However,
But you're a
that's what
father,
they were
and
made
I'm sure that you told your wife at the time, you know, to do what she needed to do. Y'all, hey, guys,
let me get,
if you're worried about your children, do just
cans.
that. Okay. Now, this week, all 7 planets, we're going to leave you with this. All 7 planets will be visible from the sky this week.
I am looking forward to that.
Listen, in the morning, I think it's Jupiter and Venus or something like that that you will be able to see up close. And then at nighttime, you'll be able to see the others.
Yes.
So that is going to be awesome. I cannot wait for them to
that.
tell us what day. I kept searching and searching and searching for which actual day was the best
I
visibility.
couldn't find it
And
either.
I couldn't find it. I don't know what that was about. But ladies and gentlemen, you can find us right here at the Edge Radio TV network, ladies and gentlemen. Please make sure you also check us out at IJS Live on Instagram. We can't wait to see you on Soch. We'll talk to you later.
We work our whole lives to support our families. With one accident or illness, it can all be gone in an instant. Now there's a smart, affordable way to protect your family. Go to findhealthbenefits.com and discover low-cost life insurance for as little as $2 per month. Add to that a tax-deferred annuity that can help you protect your assets and grow your money for retirement. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. A critical illness can strike without warning and wipe out your life savings. In fact, it's the #1 reason for bankruptcy. Find Health Benefits offers an affordable solution. Get up to $50,000 if you get cancer, stroke, or a heart attack, giving you the peace of mind to focus on getting better while the plan helps you to pay your bills and medical expenses. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. 66% of seniors spend more time shopping for cable TV than Medicare plans. Most say because it's just too confusing. Laws change every year. The wrong plan could cost you thousands and prevent you from seeing the doctors you want. Introducing FindHealthBenefits.com. Save time, save money, see specialists without referrals. Go to FindHealthBenefits.com or call 877-235-6094 for this informative brochure.
Society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
Are you a small business owner concerned about the downturn in the economy?
top business leaders like Mattress Mac and Warren Buffett will tell you that now is the time to promote your business more than ever. People need your services. Your business needs an edge. Learn about special advertising packages for small businesses right here on Edge Radio. Find out more, give us a call at 281-744-0446. That's 281-744-0446. Edge, because truth still matters.
And we are back. It is Tuesday morning, and you are hanging out with the I'm Just Saying Live crew. So we're going to jump right into it, y'all. Right into it. I have a special guest here. I'm not going to introduce her. I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Vanderbilt, he always does that.
Exactly. Because I like to let them introduce themselves.
But it's not appropriate when you're invited somewhere. Let me just tell you about order and decorum. Okay. I'm sure that she could tell you about this. It is super interesting to have someone else tell about your accolades. Hold on. Tell about your accolades. It just sounds better coming out of somebody else's mouth. Kind of like, when you got to do them dirty deeds, when you got to do them dirty deeds, you don't want to do it yourself. You want somebody else to do it, Vanderbilt. You should know that. I had to make it relatable to him, y'all. I had to make it relatable to him. But we are happy to have this phenomenal woman here. I did do a small introduction before, but tell us about your business and all of the things that it entails, because I can't wait, because I hear that there's lots of pop-up shops that go up and down.
Yep.
They get your money and then they run off on the plug, okay? They don't do any of the things that they say that they're going to do. Let's start off with how long you have been in the PR game.
18 years.
Did you hear that? That's not popped up and popped down, okay? 18 years. That's a whole grown baby, okay?
Whole grown baby. And my baby is 23.
Okay, so tell everybody about the name of the business, where you're located, all the little basic stuff, and then we'll jump right into this conversation if y'all don't mind.
Awesomeness. So the name of my company now is She Bridges PR.
Okay.
It used to be S. Charles Public Relations.
Okay.
And you were talking about COVID and this
She
year of
Bridges.
20.
I like that.
And it's a play off of my name. My first name is Bridget.
Okay.
And my middle name is Shalise.
Okay.
So I took the SHE from Shalise, put it in front of Bridge. She Bridges PR, bridging the gap between you
And for a
media.
PR company, I think that that's a super dope name, because you are bridging people with the community,
Yep.
Yes,
It's
so
not just the media, it is. It's
Yes.
the community, it's with, different, entities or whatever that you need.
okay.
And I'm a bridge.
You're a bridge.
That's
Yes.
what I do.
I love
That's
that.
who I am.
Look at him over here trying to get all silent and quiet on us.
Y'all vibing. I'm letting y'all talk.
You're not supposed to let us talk. It's a show. You're supposed to be included.
But y'all talking to each other right now.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
Jump in.
Anyway.
So
Oh my God.
my former company was S. Charles Public Relations,
Okay.
which was again my middle name, Shalise, and I shortened it. And my ex was Charles. However, I used to write freelance writer. I still do that. It's my side hustle, y'all.
Okay.
And so I needed to have a pseudonym, a surname. So I chose Shalise Charles. So that's another name that I write under.
Writing is her side hustle.
Yes.
Y'all know I have been trying to get this blog to do right. I was about to turn it. I was about to turn
She have been trying, y'all. I can tell you, she's been trying.
I was about to turn it into a whole vlog only, okay? I need to make video
been
posts.
trying.
I am so much better at talking than I am at writing. I used to be able to write, and somewhere something went wrong, and I lost all abilities. Okay? I like to make it sound fun more than, let's say, so when I'm trying to make it sound fun, I always reach back to detail. I get detail because that's how I learned how to write in college. Detail. Yeah. I'm a press release writer only. Okay? No articles.
Okay. She said no articles.
Okay?
None.
Straight facts, no chaser.
Straight, no chaser. Okay? That's all I need to do. Because if I try to have fun with it, boom, it explodes and stuff gets everywhere, and Grammarly starts fooling with me. That's not my friend no more, So, but anyway.
Okay. Moving right along.
So moving forward, in June of 2019, I went through this transformation. Actually, it started in 2018. Anyway, so I hear from God audibly. I know some people don't.
Oh, she got them sounds in her head.
Right, but it's spiritual. Anyway, it was like, shut it down.
Okay.
Shut everything down. And I was like, hold up. This is how
I make my money. Right.
And it's like, do you trust me? And I was like,
right.
And it's like, do you trust me? So I let everything go. And exactly 30 days later, after coming out of meditation and prayer, I heard She Bridges PR.
Okay.
Bridging the gap between you and the media, or bridging the gap between you and your story.
Oh, yeah.
So it was, for me to choose which one I decided. And so I went with, the media.
Okay.
However, I was told that you are a bridge.
Okay.
And you're going to bridge more than just people in the media. You're going to bridge them just
with everyone, and that's really what a good PR person does. Not only do they bring you ducats for it, but they also make sure that you look good, not only on paper, but when you're out there presented to the community. With people that you've worked with, I want to say this: how do you go about selecting those that are a good match for you? Because everybody is not a match. That's the other thing. You can go out there and you can pay the highest dollar for the best PR person, but they are not for your set of skills, not for who you are as a person, and you got to know to let it go. Yeah. So how do you decide which people to work with?
Now, that's a great question, Neil, because in the beginning I didn't do that.
Okay.
I just took everybody.
Oh, no.
I'm open. No. Come on. I got you. I can PR a wig,
Yes.
Whomever. So now it's about energy. And I really do, I do an intake form, because I want to make sure that, you're doing what you want exactly. And you kind of have to listen to what people don't say, not what they are saying. And
because with social media nowadays, ladies and gentlemen, we can see a lot more about your lives, your backgrounds, and everything is telling a lot. And when you get in there and you go into this rigid behavior of I'm so posh and this, that, and the other, and we can see you doing X, Y, and Z, people know that you're real. Just be that person so that they can know what they're dealing with going into a situation like this. Exactly. So if somebody wants to reach out to a PR person, how do they go about kind of searching for the right person on the opposite side?
So first, I would suggest that they look at what it is that they want to do.
Okay.
What's the message that they're trying to get out to the people, and then to see, do your research on that publicist, how long they've been around, what clients they've represented, check out their pages to see what kind of media they've gotten their clients on, and ask, like you said, you put feelers out there and you ask, and I'm happy to know and say that my name is a good name, and so
like I told you, I met her at an event. I told you I couldn't remember who she was, where she was, this, that, and the other. I see her today and was like, oh yes, I've met her before. Sometimes it happens that way, but the circle that I met her in let me know, hey, this may be a safe place. Several of the PR people that I see were not in this, that I see on a daily, we're not in this circle. you know, and it's a circle that I chose to put myself in because that was something that I did in college. It was a carryover. It's something that I just have kept with me, you know, being a part of certain groups in X, Y, and Z, because I'm not in a sorority. So it's like when you see those same faces, you got to remember what goes with what good group and what goes with the bad. So you definitely have to make those determinations for yourself.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, you know, making sure that they have a good reputation, making sure what the results are. Because the thing with PR, it's kind of hard to get results driven because it's not physical.
Right.
I don't have a product.
It's not tangible.
I'm delivering a service to you. So I do analytics, you know, for my clients so they can see different things. But then it's like, what are your goals? And be very realistic with yourself before you start, and interview the PR person, because the PR person will interview you. Interview them. Don't be afraid to ask, you know, well, what have you done? You know, have you represented anyone that knows how to do this? You know, I'm looking for this.
Okay.
And then they need to be real with you as well. Well, this is not my area of expertise, or I really don't want to get involved with that. And then make sure you have a budget, please. And
budget.
Be honest with yourself.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you
budget.
brought that up.
Yeah.
Listen, how should people go about, like, they're a first timer? This was very hard for me as well. You're a first timer. You have no idea what it costs to have a PR. How are you able to go into an office with a budget that's at the right place?
Right. And that's another thing. Like I said, do your research. Do your research. Compare, you know, what PR costs in what area, what field, a seasoned PR person as opposed to someone just starting out. You really need to do your research and then go on their website. You go to my website, everything's there. The pricing, everything. You can
There's
pay for
the
it.
difference.
You can sign up for what you want.
It's listed somewhere. It's
Yes,
posted.
listed.
I have been to so many people's informational pages and this, that, and the other, and you get there and you're thinking it's a PR person, and then they're saying they're charging for speaking engagements and X, Y, and Z, and you're like, are you the personality or are you the PR? Like, I'm not understanding which one you're supposed to be doing. You know, I want you to be behind me, not out there trying to be seen for yourself. And I know that sometimes it comes along with it. You do get speaking engagements. You get different things that go along, but that should not be your premise on your webpage if your sole, passion is to help people bridge the gap, if you will.
Right. So let me say this. Now, I do speaking engagements, you know, interviews and things like that nature as well. However, it's separate.
Correct.
Because, like, I'm also a YouTuber. My YouTube is separate from.
Let me
She
find
Bridges
out.
PR.
We're going to go check out this YouTube.
So I'm just saying it's just separate. So I don't, you know, put the two together. However, people buy into you more than they do your business or what you're doing. See,
Very
it's a
true.
persona. So yeah, when they see me out or see me on, you know, hear me on the radio, see me on television, that does garner more business, you know, for me. So I'm not embarrassed about that.
Exactly. So if I'm with you, it's going to happen. Don't think that I tried to take anything from you or whatever. You have a question, Vanderbilt?
Yeah, I do. Actually, okay, you're a PR person, and let's say you're taking on a client. Okay. That client may have a particular vision for themselves, but you being experienced, you're like, no, I think you should go this way. Do you get that pushback that your experience or your vision is not what they see, and how do you go about, you know, getting them to see your vision? Like, okay, this is the best place you should go.
So the one thing that I have to stress is that there should be trust.
Yeah, a relationship has to be built, I would say.
Because if there's no trust, then we can't go forward. It's just like with your marriage, boyfriend and girlfriend, whatever. PR and the client is a relationship. Now, if their vision, I listen, and if they're just stuck to that, then I'm not the one for you because I may see something else. Right. However, always try to go with their vision and then say, also, we can do this.
Okay.
And eventually what I see,
because you have the industry
exactly, and then they'll say, you know what, you were right. I don't ever push my ideas on people.
Gotcha.
Because people have in their head, in their mind, what they want to present.
Okay, so you were talking about, you know, having a 23-year-old child. How do you, because a man child. So how do you manage, because I know a lot of people want to know this as well, because, you know, we're out there, everybody's doing so much. How do you manage family time and all of these clients? Because I know dealing with personalities has got to be the hardest part of your job.
It is. People don't understand it. I was talking to a young lady yesterday, and she was asking. I was like, "Well, you know, you're more than just a publicist. You're a counselor. You're a lawyer. So you have to make sure."
Yeah.
But my son is grown.
Okay. What you say?
Period.
Good. We made it.
He
I
graduated.
know that there was a time when it was not that way.
Of course, and so I had to kind of put those boundaries because I used to work 25/8.
Okay.
And I figured out the boundaries. So.
25 and 8. Get
Yes, 25/8.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is I'm Just Saying. I hope that you are enjoying our interview with Miss Brigitte. Okay, Brigitte. Et. I got to put the et on it. Okay.
Bridge and a jet.
Okay, Bridge and a Jet. Brigitte.
You have to remember that.
Okay.
Bridge and a jet. You have to remember that.
We will be right back. She'll be right here.
The Natural Nation Network is really about taking control of your health physically, spiritually, emotionally, even intellectually, because there's so much out there in misinformation. There's a lot of people now that are suffering from all sorts of diseases that they really wouldn't have to suffer for if they had better information. And that's what we're here to do. Provide information that can save lives.
The mind and the body are totally connected.
Health can be really serious, and you know, sometimes we just have to lighten it up a little bit while we're still providing substantive information.
And you know, my sort of mantra on the salsa dance floor is kind of similar. You know, I tell somebody, if you make a mistake twice, it becomes a move. Okay,
Tune into Natural Nation every Tuesday at 11 a.m.
When people stop talking to each other, society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Simply Tennille here live at the Edge Radio TV network. This is I'm Just Saying. We are going to continue with our Bridget and I am Vanderbilt over here, you know. I had to make sure I got it right. We're going to continue our interview. We are having a really great time. We are learning about PR, and maybe right now we should get into what are the fundamentals of a good PR rep. Like, what are things that we should look for when we're out there working with somebody?
Well, like I said before, do your research. Make sure, because you said that they pop up and they pop away.
Pop up and pop away. We don't want those counts.
No.
and make sure that they have relationships, not contacts.
Ooh.
And let me tell you why there's a
Because they're always
difference.
talking about my Rolodex will be open to you.
That part.
Who cares if they're not gonna do nothing for me? No,
that those are facts.
No, I'm being serious here.
Right? Because what you're paying for is my value, and my value are the relationships that I have, not my contacts.
Correct.
And there's a difference. So I can say, oh yeah, I have Tennille's card. Oh yeah, I have I Am Vanderbilt's card. I know them. Mm-hmm. However, that's just a contact because I have your card.
True.
But when I'm out in public and someone that's of influence, you know, we'll just say that, comes up to me and they're, oh, hey, Bridget, how you doing? And then you're like, you know them? Yes, I know them.
Know them.
You know, and so I build those relationships with media personalities.
I think that's when I'm talking about principles. I think that is one of the number one things is a good PR person should be able to make and manage relationships. Yep. Like if they can't do that, they're dead in the water. You know, if they can't go back and contact that person because they didn't feel any type of way, and you know, these are all feelings. We like you or we don't. It's going to be one or the other. You know, it's too easy. And if they cannot manage those relationships, they're not for PR. So anybody who's out there and, you know, wanting to be in this lady's place one day, if you can't manage relationships and hold on to them for years and years and years, it's not for you. Okay. So what is another thing that most PR people should have?
So that PR people should have?
Yeah. Oh, okay. We're talking about that side. We don't know. We know about our little raggedy lives. We want to hear about what you need to be doing for us.
She just called our lives raggedy. Like
we want somebody to make us look phenomenal, even if we're not. You know. So I need to know what PR people need to be doing. You know.
Well, that's true too. So like I said, bridging the gap between you and the media, and my other slogan was working to get you noticed. And so, for example, if I get invited somewhere, then I'll call, say you're my client and you're my client. I'll say, hey guys, there's this thing that I'm doing, this event. Okay. However, I'm inviting you guys because I think it'll be a good connection.
Great.
A good contact or a good look for you. Because sometimes, you know, I advise my clients, hey, I need you to show up at this event. This is what we're going to do. A plan of action, a POA. Make sure that your publicist has a plan of action for you because you're coming to them. Okay. They don't know. You don't know what to do.
I'm writing down right now, budget.
And plan of action. POA. Exactly. Exactly. A POA. Okay. And so what I mean by that is so I call it unselfishness. Okay. Or selflessness. Mm-hmm. So your PR person should be willing to always have your image, your brand at heart, the best interest.
I like
for you.
That.
So
you are the best interest.
Right. Because, you know, we want to build this relationship of trust. And so you're trusting me with your brand. And if you're trusting me with your brand, then I should be able to build your brand.
Very true.
And so when you walk into a room, people know you. Hey, I saw you on such and such a thing. Or like I said, if I'm doing another event and there's, you know, celebrities or any other personalities there, I'm going to invite my clients. Why be selfish? Because that's a good look for you.
Right.
I just want you to come and get this picture so you can put it on your IG, on your social media, and we can do a little quick write-up.
Oh.
Not lying.
Yeah. Let's do it.
You're not
I'm
lying.
Ready.
You were
she
there.
Made me want to sign up
you
tomorrow.
Met them, right?
I need some people to know me. Mayor Sylvester Turner, I'm still trying to come to your Christmas party.
Oh, goodness.
Look, I know we probably won't be having it this year because of COVID, but I just had to put it out there. Look, those are the pictures that you need, Vanderbilt, right there at the Christmas party with Sylvester Mayor Turner.
I'll get there.
You gonna come to?
You think I won't? Wait, you go, I go.
COVID-19 to put everybody in.
Just let me say this, and This is more of a comment. Bridget, and I actually know Bridget. I actually produced her podcast that she did, and I was so inspired by your story, and I've told you that.
Thank you.
I will say this: when it comes to giving a person their honest opinion, not to really hurt their feelings, but their honest opinion about what you should do and what's best for your brand, she's it.
No wonder he likes her so much, because
She was like Vanderbilt.
he's used to that.
She was like Vanderbilt. No, I'm telling you this.
Today is not the day.
No, absolutely.
You did not do well at this.
No. And no, but actually, when she said, I want you there to take those pictures, do that, and get the write up, that was one of the things that she told me. Hey, you're a personality. Get the picture. Put I Am Vanderbilt on the picture. This is your brand. This is who you are.
You have to be able to talk to your people. You
right.
know,
And the thing
tell
about
them
it
the
is,
things that they need to do.
Prior to her, I've had 50 million people come up and say, "Oh, Vanderbilt, we can do this. Vanderbilt, we can do that," and it never went anywhere.
Gotcha.
But her words were like, "I need you to do this, this, and this,
Strategic.
in this order."
It was a plan
Like
of action.
Plan of action. I need you to do this,
I'm just
this,
saying.
and this in this order, and just watch.
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh, okay." Now we do have a little personal thing going, over French fries, but yeah.
So
Some of us
please,
think that
please,
something
Bridget,
that a connoisseur.
tell them where they can follow you on social media, where they can go to the webpage, where they can go to the podcast, where they can tell
Just
it
where,
all
where,
right
where.
now, and then we'll jump right back into the show, because we got some other things.
Yeah, we got
to
some
talk
other stuff to
about,
talk
Vanderbilt.
about.
So we're gonna keep her here, but she's gonna tell you right now, just in case. So go get your pens, get your pencils, put your comments in there if you want a little DM afterwards
Yes.
to hire this lady. We don't want to just talk about it. We want to be about it. That's what this is about. That's what this segment of the show is about. I want to tell you who to go with, who to talk to. These businesses that I bring in here, I'm not doing it for its and giggles, if you know what I mean. I'm doing it so that you know that our people are out there. We're all trying. We're doing phenomenal things, and you need to know who we are and where you can go to find that. So tune in each and every week to find about highlights like this. This is a wonderful highlight. I'm so excited. Tell them where the podcast is. Tell them where they can follow you on social media.
So the podcast is on
Dope Ass People Podcast.
Yeah, Dope Ass People Podcast. And it was by Michelle.
Dope.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Ferris. I'm sorry, Michelle. Anyway, you can also find me on Instagram and Twitter at @SheBridges_PR, Facebook SheBridgesPR, and then my YouTube channel is This Is Me, Bridget.
This is
all
me, Bridget.
together on
Okay.
YouTube, and I talk about fashion, beauty, and lifestyle.
I love me some fashion.
Oh, I know. I
and
checked
some
you out.
beauty and some lyrics. I like all that little stuff.
I did my research too. I'm just saying.
Thank you so much.
It's a lifestyle.
I like doing all
It's a lifestyle.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Ladies and gentlemen, I need a check. Look. Somebody told me to stop doing that a long time ago, but I think it's hilarious. So I'm just be me today.
Hey, no other way to be.
Call me and run up a check. I will figure out a way to work with you some kind of way. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you have enjoyed this interview. We have some more things to talk about. We always bring up social unrest during this segment of the show. So I could not let it go past. I know that we were having a really good time with that, but we need to change scenes for just a little bit. I wanted to talk to you, number one, about the situation with Boosie. We brought up Mo3.
Mo3, right.
And, him dying tragically last week. Vanderbilt made the comment that it may be your lifestyle, keeping up with you and this, that, and the other. But also now, not only do we have Boosie involved, who was shot, Dallas, Texas. I love y'all, but I don't know if we're ready for Boosie and the gangsters. Okay, I don't know. I don't think we're ready for all of that when they try to come and retaliate or do any kind of thing. I hope that he does not get involved in that, because King, what's his name? King who?
King Von.
King Von.
Yeah.
It's a lot going on, y'all. This sounds real gangster. We got Boosies, we got King Vons, and we got Mo3s.
Well, Mo3 situation just took a turn. He actually, there's a female involved now. He was actually at a female's house.
Okay.
And they got wind that he was at this particular young lady's house.
See, this is why I like Vanderbilt. He like to give me the juice.
Yeah,
okay?
I like
He
to
wanna
give you.
get
The, I like to
he
give you
wanna
the
get
full, the one
extra
and the
tea.
one.
The tea.
Yeah, you want that sweet tea with me.
Oh,
But anyway,
Give a little punch. We want the punch. We
that-
don't want
that
the tea. We
cavity
want the
sweet tea.
punch.
that southern tea. But anyway, yeah, he was at a young lady's house. Of course, did what they did or whatever. Got couple people got wind of it, and that's why they actually chased him on, what is it, 35?
Okay.
So what happened was they chased him there, and when they shot up the car, that's when he got out to run.
Oh man.
So now they're looking at it as actually being a setup.
Wow. Here's the thing. Let me tell you this. I of course am looking at all other media platforms and this, that, and the other all the time. When I tell you they put this boy's whole name out there, Melvin Noble, okay? They changed him up from Mo3. I don't know if they're trying to make him seem a little less ratchet,
Well, no, they
They
normally say that this
start saying
person
Melvin
known
Noble.
as. Yeah, they normally do that.
known as, or all of a sudden his name completely flips to Melvin
Well, I
Noble
mean,
when we're having a funeral
Well,
now that could
All
be
right,
where
Melvin.
PR stepped in.
and said we need to unratify him.
Yeah.
I like that. PR, do your job.
let's come up with a
Please.
plan of action to kind of.
Right,
I don't think
exactly.
anybody knew his real name before this, and y'all put
I
his
sure
whole
didn't.
government.
So now they're trying to humanize him and not make him look, as you say, ratchet.
See?
So now it's like, hey, let's kind of change his look, change his reputation, because if it was a setup, let's make it, let's let him be the angel. in
Hopefully
this.
his family can get some money.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
though.
I
It's
get
all
it.
it's a
I
plan of
completely
action.
understand what you're saying. I'm
Yeah.
right there with you.
Yeah.
Right there with you. But ladies and gentlemen, so let me say this. I just have to say this in regards to that situation. The reason why I put it in the part of social unrest. We have got to change the makeup of the mindsets of our young men when it comes to stuff like this. Whether it involved a woman or not, whether it involved drugs or not, whether any piece, whether it was just over the music, we need to take time and hold our lives more precious than that. I've got 2 young sons that are growing up right here in this day and time, and I would hate to think, that over a woman or over drugs, whatever, I would hate to think that they would be gunned down, chased down, done whatever. That's a frightening situation. I don't want to be running for my life, not being able to get home, not to your kids, to whatever. There needs to be a change in this mentality. We've been talking about Black Lives Matter. They need to matter to us first and foremost, so that you can spread that word out, because if they don't matter to you, then who else is going to respect that? They have to see you do it first. Everybody knows, lead by example. Any comments for that, Vanderbilt? All right, that's what I'm talking about. Next, in social unrest, Michael Ramos. Let me just say this. This man begged and pleaded for police not to shoot him. He was in an apartment complex where supposedly, I guess, his baby mother lived, and they were saying that he had drawn a pistol on his passenger in his car, the passenger in his vehicle. He pulled the pistol out on him, and someone else saw it and reported it. So they thought there was a gun on the scene. I'm going to say this for the police. There has been so much going on in the light of media and people shining their phones on you. I'm not even going to say cameras. They've been putting their phones on you. The phones have been telling on everybody. You know that somebody was out there watching. This man begged and pleaded. He walked away from the car. He did every single thing that the police asked him to do. Every single thing. He walked away. His hands were up. At that point, you could see the fear in him. It wasn't, they made him turn around. He spent in a circle. Really, if I would have been him, I probably would have peed and fell on the ground. Let's just be honest. You wouldn't know what to do because it looked very bad. And there were several police officers there. He still was gunned down, even after all of this. I could see it, and I'm not a cop. I could see that he was scared. I understand that they thought that there was a gun. I get that. And they wanted to protect themselves. I do. I get that. But y'all are supposed to be well trained. I think that we're definitely going to have to do something on these mental checks, because at this point, so many people have gotten caught and y'all don't care because nobody's being held accountable.
That part.
Nobody's being held accountable, so you don't even care that you're on camera and you're gunning somebody down who clearly is looking scared and in a situation. They're in a situation. How do we change this? We're a show about solutions. How does this change other than training? During training, there needs to be a whole mental health check, and there needs to be some training on how to deal with these situations. Needs to be added.
Number one, like we've always talked about, we talked about accountability.
Yes.
Holding these officers accountable that actually do these things. But when it comes to training, training has to be continual.
True.
It can't be just, okay, I'm going to train you
at
here,
the beginning and nowhere else.
And then nowhere else. It has to be continual training. Mm-hmm. There has to be psychological evaluations and checks that have to be put in place. But most importantly, what we have to do is, especially in Michael Ramos' case, I mean, it was murder, if you ask me.
Yes.
Well, I have something to say there. I have two things, and they may come after me. However, one is
post
that
your comments. We'd love that.
Research has shown that cops who have degrees, bachelor's or master's, are less likely to just shoot first.
Okay.
But you don't have to have a degree to be a cop. Very true. Did you know that?
Very true.
I did. So for those who either leave the military and then they still want to be cops, but they don't have a degree, it's something about having a higher educational learning. I don't know what that is yet, but they just posted
what
that.
The connection is.
Right. The other thing is, and this is just my own opinion, not the opinion of the show, I feel like they should send whomever the ethnicity is of that particular area, that's the cop that should go.
Oh.
You understand what I mean?
But at that point, let me say this, then we would be in a point of complaining about how we're being overworked in the black communities. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to be a cycle. There's going to be some kind of issue, some kind of whatever. And some of the black cops are tougher on Negroes, if you will, than whites.
However, I feel like that's because it's like, you see me, I see you. So you know
and
how the whole neighborhood, the whole neighborhood raised you. You know, the whole neighborhood, if you did something, she's going to spank you. Miss Gladys is going to spank you. By the time you get home, you all spanked out, but your parents are going to spank you as well. Anyway, however, with the training part as well, if you're going to go into these neighborhoods, do the training. Because we don't all look alike. We don't all do the same thing. But I'm just saying, I just feel like that particular ethnicity should go to that neighborhood.
I just had this thought within my head because, sometimes I need expert advice. The other day I was thinking we really, really need to sit down and have a conversation, not only with ourselves, but maybe Hispanics, Chinese, and kind of talk about if they do the colorism thing. Like, as extensive as we do mentally. You know what I mean? Like, do Hispanics really kind of judge the darker of the race? I know that they do, but is it to the extent of like holding back and withdrawing things like we do from the dark skinned people versus light skinned?
It's in all cultures.
Because somebody, one time called me light skinned, and I'm like, first of all, I ain't even light skinned. I'm brown, don't y'all? Like, I really take pride in being in the middle of the road. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been that person, and I've always owned it, and that's just what it is. But I know that on either ends of the spectrum, people really deal mentally within themselves about stuff that's going on. But when somebody did that, I just kind of felt like it was an attack. Like, I was like, why do I feel like that?
And then see, for me, I've been on the other side where I've been approached by cops, and the black officers didn't show me any respect. They didn't want to hear nothing I said. It was the white cop that was like, "Hey,
it happens.
Let's calm down right here." I mean, the black cops was like, "You didn't say what you said. You didn't did what you did. Get your ass on the ground."
Wow.
I've been there.
Because they have no sensitivity anymore because they feel like they know what you're about to do.
I'm talking about guns drawn.
Wow. I've not ever had that. My worst situation, I told you, was I would have to say is I've had people like bother me and pick at me when I was in school and say, well, where are y'all going tonight, so that they could try to follow you to the party, to know where things going down, supposedly. I've had that happen when I was in College Station. But the worst ever was a trooper. He was an African-American man. He sniffed me. I mean, all on my neck. I was so hurt because, your parents always tell you, pull over at a gas station, do this, that, and the other. I'm thinking I'm hard, driving. I was like, I wasn't speeding or nothing. What's the problem? This man sniffed me. Sniffed my neck, then told me, well, if you're going out of town, where's your luggage? Rubbed all on my... Yeah, rubbed all on my stuff in the trunk of my car. All on my, unmentionables, if you will.
Wow, that's harassment.
and I'm being nice, opening my trunk, I could have wound up in the trunk that day. He was just that bad. And you would not think that, you know, if he had a daughter or a son, that he would want somebody to be treated like that. I was probably like in Huntsville or somewhere else. That seemed like the rural country to me where nobody's coming past. I was nervous, I was like, what? So, but anyway, it happened. And all I could think was like, oh my God, I should have listened. I should have pulled over in an appropriate place. But nowadays, if you take time to do that, now you're a threat. You're running, even though you're trying to protect yourself, you're running at that point. Because you didn't stop when they said it, and now it creates a whole nother issue.
Right.
You can't even protect yourself.
No, you can't.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what we're going to do.
Wow.
We like to talk about solutions, but there seems there is none to this. We're going to keep fighting and pushing for those people. We keep talking about office and not letting accountability go without. If these people are not here to protect us, we need to move them around, ladies and gentlemen. Those votes do still count. Look, you did it with, your presidency, even though they're trying to still throw out your ballots, it's okay. But I'm just saying, and we'll be right back.
Just saying. It's done.
Are you a small business owner concerned about the downturn in the economy? Top business leaders like Mattress Mac and Warren Buffett will tell you that now is the time to promote your business more than ever. People need your services. Your business needs an edge. Learn about special advertising packages for small businesses right here on Edge Radio. Find out more, give us a call at 281-744-0446. That's 281-744-0446. Edge, because truth still matters.
Ladies and gentlemen, the holiday season is quickly approaching. Remember that the Edge Radio TV network would love for you to be a sponsor. Please reach out to us and you can call into the show. Don't forget, the number is 303-303-EDGE, ladies and gentlemen. It's too easy. During this segment, we're going to be doing Tennille's touchy subject. We're going to need your comments down the board. Vanderbilt's going to be over there checking what you have to say, and we will read it live right here on I'm Just Saying, okay? So I want to give out one more reminder. Please, please, please plan to participate on December the 12th in our family fun bike ride and give back. We cannot wait to see the community out there in 3rd Ward at 5015 on Alameda. Bar 5015 has welcomed us, and we are super happy to be going over. We are going to do a 5-mile bike ride and scavenger hunt. So please, please, please plan to be there. We would also love for you to wear your Christmas costumes or ugly sweaters. You can do whatever you like. I already ordered mine, so I'm excited. I'm gonna have on a
What you wearing, an ugly sweater?
I don't know. You know, I ain't doing no ugly sweater. I don't play them kind of games.
I'm just asking.
I got an all white cat suit that come up to my neck and a tutu.
Lord.
Well, alrighty then.
Did you hear that? I'm gonna be cute. Okay. So make sure you wear tennis shoes and that you're ready and you got your helmets on because we want everybody to be safe. Remember to bring your mask because we all about masking up. Okay. We want you to be safe. Period.
So I need to know. So are you gonna
Look at this.
participate in the bike?
Are we getting to Tennille's touchy topic? Touchy subject?
Not yet. We got these sports. Not yet. Control the show.
I am not.
She controls.
I am not.
Control the show.
Oh my gosh.
No, she is not trying to deflect.
Y'all, she even want to bring it back from break. You know.
Gosh.
I barely want
The debauchery.
I'm about to use her PR term. Her plan of action was to deflect.
Oh, wow.
Was to
The
get in here and run them
debauchery
up. She wanted
of it
Donald
all.
Trump.
Wow.
She
The
wanted Donald Trump
debauchery
us.
of it all.
Okay, ladies
Wow.
and gentlemen, it is time for us to do our
Wow.
sports wrap. Okay, so Vanderbilt,
Yep.
Texans. Wah wah wah. Moving
okay.
forward. Next.
The Texans lost, y'all.
They
I mean, what
did.
else? What else can we say? The Texans lost. Our Cowboys were off this week.
They were also
So
off.
hopefully they can heal, get their mind right. Andy
Cowboys.
Dalton, he's coming back. We don't know. Watch yourself. We don't know how that's going. Okay. Anyway.
Oh no, she was got really rough with it. Oh my god.
And she's sitting in between two Cowboys fans. I
Wow.
don't think she know the
I
danger
feel a
that
little-
she's in.
I feel a little insulted.
Isn't the
Right,
show called
exactly.
I'm Just Saying?
I'm just
I'm just saying.
You the hand motion. That's what I do all the time. Yes.
Anyway, in NBA news,
No,
Chris
wait,
Paul-
we can't leave football. We got to talk about Breeze.
Okay, we can talk about Breeze. Guess what? The boy got a couple.
Broke up.
He got a couple little injured ribs. Okay, collapsed lung. He gonna be all right. Actually, the timetable they said is 2 to 3 weeks.
They are lying. If they think
2
that
to
this
3
boy,
weeks.
let's be honest. If they think this boy can come back with broken ribs or cracked
And a
broken,
collapsed
they
lung.
said broke.
No, they're not broke.
Okay, so
Are
they're
they
just
cracked or fractured?
They're just fractured.
Tell me something, because I was about to say that doesn't sound possible.
No, they're just fractured.
But you know they're gonna juice him up, and have him out there. That's
I
probably,
mean, well-
that's probably what happened with this. The way his body broke after that, I was like, man, did a freight train hit him or what? I think that actually they juiced him up after a car accident or something and sent him on out there.
What actually
so he can
happened
keep his
was
check coming.
when he had the hit, and it was halftime. They went into locker room. He came back. He could feel a discomfort where his ribs were, and that like all football players and when they get treated, they get that shot, but he just couldn't go anymore. So of course MRI, things like that, fractured ribs, 2 to 3 weeks. Things like that have to heal on their own. There's
Right.
nothing you could do. There's no let them heal. I've been there before. They just gotta heal. And then you're like, I could breathe again. That's my fault.
I'm not playing with you. Anyway, moving forward, I just had to let y'all take that one. I just had to let y'all know that I feel like that was a complete travesty.
Travis.
Travesty.
I like that word.
It was. It was a
She went
complete
with
travesty.
travesty, y'all.
You know,
Peak diction.
people out here and they're trying. You know, we all have missions in our heads. Speaking of missions, let's talk about the Rockets.
Okay, so let's talk about y'all Rockets right quick.
Let's talk about the Rockets.
Check this out. Russell Westbrook don't want to stay.
Don't nobody want to stay.
Okay. James Harden want to go chase a ring with Lil Kevin. Okay.
Out of
Let Kevin
all the
Garnett.
teams, out of all the teams, he could be entertaining and doing whatever else. I understand they got a little roster with a little couple pieces in there. But do you really think that that's the place that you're going to go and get a ring? You know, we're talking about going for a mission.
But what we have to understand is the game, the landscape of the NBA has changed. It went from you having that one superstar like a Magic Johnson or Michael Jordan. that wanted to take on everybody. Now we're in a society where you know
Need a
what, let's
team.
gang up.
Yeah, but that's the way basketball is supposed to be.
Supposed to
It's
be.
supposed to be team versus team.
Right, but now we've created super teams. Okay,
Oh,
so now
God.
you got so you have the possibility of
He just sounds like
Kevin
he just
Garnett,
crushed everything that has hope.
Kyrie Irving,
No hope.
and Kevin Durant
Okay.
on one team.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, with people in their missions, and clearly it's not looking good for the boy.
And Chris
He
Paul, by the
tried-
way, is a Phoenix
He
Sun.
turned down $103 million over 2 years. That's a pretty penny. That is saying a lot,
Yes,
Rockets. That means he absolutely does not want to be here at all.
It's all.
Well, and what you also have to
You
look
don't
at
see
is look at it like this also.
Right.
These players are now such big brands. Okay, they're gonna make their money.
Brands.
They're gonna make their money, but they're judged by championships. And if management doesn't want to put you in a
Are they
position
judged by that, or is that a goal of every single player that's out there? Like, I would like to think that every person who plays on a consistent basis would like that to
Right,
be
but what
his
you-
final,
Yeah, but how many of them haven't gotten there? And then once again, you're saying that he's this great player. He's a future first ballot Hall of Famer, but he doesn't have a ring. So when you look at the history of those Hall of Famers who don't have rings, you look at the Karl Malones, the Charles Barkleys who don't have one. So now they're these brands that say, you know
he
what?
doesn't want to be that.
I don't want to be them. I have to have this ring.
Okay, I'm with that. I'm with it. What can I say?
Oh, and Tiger didn't win the Masters.
Wait.
I just want to let
just about
y'all
to
know.
say, well,
Okay.
that leads us right into our next topic.
Tiger didn't win
Tiger
the
had a
Masters.
plan of action
Okay.
that failed.
No green jacket for Tiger.
Tiger
I'm just
got
saying,
on,
y'all.
what
I'm
was it,
just
hole number
saying,
19?
y'all.
Everybody talked about
I'm just
how the
saying.
previous year it was super great for him. Right there, he shot really easy, this, that, and the other. Tiger got there, knocked the ball in the water 3 times.
Whoa.
Boop, every time. He had to re-drop 3 times on one hole. They said that was his worst hole in his career.
But you know what I love about Tiger?
Look,
Tiger.
you see how I'm about to get nasty with that. He had to cut me off.
But this is what I love about Tiger. His explanation is just so cool. Well, went out on 19 and had a few adjustments didn't go my way. Just gonna go back, readjust, and hopefully next time.
At the
things
time,
better.
he was in like 3rd place, right?
Yeah.
He was in 3rd place, and I mean, just dropped it all the way. Just dropped the whole bucket. Dropped the whole bucket.
Just,
Then they had a picture of the poor boy putting the jacket on the other guy.
did you see that? I was like,
I said, man, they did the boy
Add
wrong.
insult to injury.
Why, out of all times, did Tiger have to be the one? Oh, wait, because he was previous year. Okay, sorry about that. So sorry about that. But it did look real faulty. If you don't know that information and you see the one black guy out there putting the jacket on the master, after he took sorry home, let's say that.
she is out of bounds.
Ladies
y'all.
and gentlemen, we're
We
trying
just
to add
saying.
a little bit of edge to your morning.
I think we've done just that.
Thank you so much. I hope that you love it, love it, love it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to get into my favorite part of the show,
Yes.
Neil's touchy subject. It's time. Thank you so much. It is time for Neil's touchy subject. Remember, we are here at 415 West Gray Street. You are welcome to come and be a part of our live studio audience each and every week. No, twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30
y'all.
to 10.
Yes,
Okay,
y'all.
so I'm just gonna say this before we get into this.
Okay.
We have a lady who is contemplating how she needs to respond to her baby daddy. Okay, to her baby daddy. That's what I'm gonna say.
baby daddy.
So
I had to throw that in.
here it is. Oh gosh, I forgot to do the movie Scoop. I had some stuff I wanted to talk about. I'm just gonna say when Jingle Jangle comes out, I know that y'all don't like musicals, most people. I'm definitely
I love
here for this with Forrest Whitaker and the cast. I mean, is
I can't wait to see that.
extensive.
I
I
love
mean,
musicals.
they got John Legend up in this movie saying, okay, so this is gonna be one of
Not
those
Mr.
that
All of Me, huh?
all of me. Okay, so remember when he did what's the Jesus one?
Oh, Jesus Christ Superstar, right?
I was done with Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah.
But anyway, he tried to flex his little skill on the Superstar. It's okay.
It's a remake though. That movie was out in the late 70s.
Yeah, it came out a long time ago. It was a remake, and I get it, but Come on.
Okay.
I'm glad Jingle Jangle came out. Yeah. Jangling, jangling.
I ain't do nothing.
Okay, I hope that you have shared this video with your friends, family, neighbor, cousins, everybody at this very moment. I need y'all to share it because we've got a doozy.
And y'all can see it. Y'all can see it in the comments. So I definitely want to see y'all replies.
We definitely need to do this. It says, Dear Tennille, my children's father says he has decided to report me for fraud. Wait a minute. A mutual friend told him that I was on vacation living my best life with all the money I had received from government payouts. Now, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, know there are plenty of people who are out here running it up on the system, okay? They're getting unemployment benefits. They're getting food stamps. You know, she's probably getting child support from this man as well. She out there living her best life, okay? She done got the payout. She probably got a small business, too, and got one of them SBA loans, okay? I'm trying to figure out where she is. Did somebody had to call and tell that she out there beaching it up? She might just be in Cozumel. Y'all calm down, calm down. Anyway, he is jealous that I have not needed him during this pandemic. He even made mention that I had not checked to see if he was good. So now she's supposed to be taking care of him, okay? Because she got a little money and she's shining, okay? So we're going to keep pushing. He is suffering from a financial hardship, so I'm sure that he probably lost his job or something because of COVID, and says, I am selfish, you know, for not taking care of him, right? And they're not together. He called me a scumbucket and said, F my kids. Now he thinks he has corona. How do I handle this? He hasn't been concerned with our well-being before now. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very short time to get into this, and there's lots of missing details and factors, but I'm going to say this. Baby, if he wasn't worried about you before all of this started happening, before he knew you had a little bit of money, because we all know men and women who, when they know you got something, all of a sudden they come trickling back, right? They come trickling back.
Best friend.
It's like they can hear it in the air. You got a little money, you know. You start looking a little good on social media. Been
Can
working
I be your
out.
best friend?
Yeah,
they out
because you
there.
got to put that swimsuit on when you go to the beach, you know. I don't want to leech on me. Vanderbilt, what you got to say about this? No leeches for me.
Hell with him.
But they have children together, and that's what he said.
Okay,
we have children together. You
okay.
should want to know that I'm good too.
But didn't he say F them kids?
Thank you.
Like they're not his
That
kids?
did it for me.
They his kids.
That did it for me.
He said F them because their mama got some money and she can take
Okay,
care
that ain't
of
got nothing to do with it. You said F the kids. You leave the kids out. Kids ain't got nothing to do with
They
this.
didn't ask to come here.
F my kids, whether they're yours or not.
Okay, so
You definitely not getting nothing out.
F my kids.
If
you
I
right.
felt any way compelled to help you or assist you before then,
I don't now.
So Bridget,
yes, ma'am.
what you got to say
So
about
saying-
this sick, sad, poor man, and how should she go about handling this? We solution driven.
So a saying that I have heard is, if you can't be a part of my struggle, then you can't be a part of my success. Boy,
Wait a minute.
bye.
I
That's
like
it right
that.
there.
I like that.
That's it right
she
there.
just wrapped it up in a little bag and put a
bow
bow
on
on
it.
it. She made it real nice. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to stop dealing with these wanksters, as I like to call them. You know, those people that want to come in your life and in your circle when everything is going good. They want to take part in it. They want you to pay. They want for them to get in the club. They want you to take them out to eat and this, that, and the other. My shine not going to stop. But I can't keep you around when I know you're constantly mooching and you never have anything to offer. You know, I had a person one time, a friend of mine sent a birthday gift for my children, right? She went and put it in a bag, okay? Went and put it in a dollar store bag and presented it as if it was hers. But my friend called and said, hey, did you get such and such that I sent the boys? Those are this kind of person that's in this story. This man This man right here, you can't deal with men like that. You gotta let it go. I'm glad that you already let it go. It seems like you're on the right track. Have a wonderful life and keep living it up and keep posting pictures for all of them to see and talk about behind your back. Just make sure that you don't wind up needing them. You gotta stay on top. You better save some of that money because it look like he ain't doing no more babysitting. He ain't doing no. He not about to do nothing now. He mad. And he got the COVID. He might die on you. Go put an insurance policy on him.
Well, you know what? And a good friend of mine said, and this is actually true. Sometimes removing yourself is just God's way of preparing you for your next movement.
I'm done.
Drop mic.
I'm done. Drop the mic. Vanderbilt, that was a perfect. Don't let anybody hold you back.
Kobe.
Period.
Period.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are always having fun here. We would love for you to be part of the fun, like I said. Please continue to post your comments. We will be watching and responding. Remember, if you'd like to be a guest here on the show, like Miss Brigitte. If you would like to be a guest like Miss Brigitte, please DM us. We have no problem talking to you, and we would love to work with you. We love our community, and we're going to continue to push that mission throughout this holiday season and on into the future. We are I'm Just Saying, and thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me. Thank you to invite me back after today. Sure.
We'll talk to you guys on Thursday.